Alright. So, okay. Alright. Well, so here I am, everybody. Keeping my word. Hopefully somebody can message and let me know they can hear me. Hold on. What the fuck this shit say? Alright, somebody please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I had this grand plan of using all this equipment that I just bought. And it didn't work out like that. So I just wound up using my AirPods. Can't go wrong with those. Hopefully, if y'all can hear me. But so welcome to episode 1 of Keith's Corner. I am your boy Keith. Good, thanks Ty, appreciate that. Hey, so like I said, so I got, when I let people know that I was gonna do Keith's Corner, I got a lot of good feedback, and a lot of people hit me up on the side and let me know that they had plans of doing something like this themselves. So hopefully I could be the jump off, the starting point for you guys to do yours. Like I said, I even went out and I bought a whole kit. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all the kit. This is the kit that I bought right here for like 40 bucks at Walmart. But I'm not even using this right now. I did a couple of dry runs earlier with it, and it came out pretty good. It did come out really good. I can't even talk down on this product. It's really good, but had a lot of technical difficulties. Not so much with this equipment, but I had this grand plan of using this other app, and it was gonna have a lot of I was gonna have some graphics across the screen and everything. It's gonna be kind of legit, but it didn't work out that way. The app keeps crashing. I actually recorded this whole episode. I recorded it like several times earlier, and it didn't work. But I guess a lot of people are using the app right now too. But today, Keith's Corner episode 1 is brought to you by my kick of the day, the Jordan 10s snakeskins. It's one of my favorite Jordan 10s, one of my favorites. And with that, the number of the day is 10. So the 10th person to comment will get a roll of toilet paper, courtesy of the Comfort Inn Suites. Nah, I'm not advertising for them. I shouldn't be advertising because they were horrible when I stayed there last week. They were so bad that we woke up at 1 in the morning so we could get out of there just faster. We were just ready to leave that place. It was disgusting, but at least I got out of there with toilet paper. Hopefully you guys don't need it. Hopefully some y'all do comment, but hopefully somebody doesn't hold me to actually sending that to them, because yeah, I ain't trying to send some. I don't even know if the post office is open. They should be open, right? Anybody know? But anyway, so I just wanted to say, like, with Keith's Corner, this is something for me that's been a long time coming. I started Keith's Corner like just as talking trash on my fantasy league when I was 19, and it just kind of snowballed from there. It's been something that I've been doing this whole time, pretty much my whole life. And I always, anytime I do anything related with Keith's Corner, I always get a lot of feedback and everything like that. A lot of good positive feedback from Keith's Corner. So I just kind of wanted it to branch out. What I plan on doing with Keith's Corner is just basically all it is like barbershop talk without the barber. Ladies, if you don't know what that is, it's just like when us men go get haircuts. It's like just pure fun, like pure good, unedited talk. We talk about sports, games, movies, everything, current events, everything like that. And it's just good. At least if you're going to a good barbershop, it's good. Not if you're going to like Rio's $4.95 golden cut. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get no good barbershop talk there. No offense to Rio's. I used to go there myself. Shout out to Rio's if they're still around. Anybody know they're still around? Even if they were charging $4.95, I don't know if I could. I like to keep it faded nice, and I don't think I could go to Rio's today. But anyways, good barbershop talk, but open up to everybody. One of the things that I wanted to kind of not talk about today, but I guess it kind of be insensitive for me to not touch on the subject, was coronavirus. We all got to talk about it, right? I'm pretty sure we're all tired of hearing about it, but shit, it's just people would just listen and do what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? We probably won't have to talk about it for very long. Okay, so Rios is still in town. Well, shout out to Rios. That's surprisingly. They're like Fred. They're like the barbershop Freds. But you know what? That's another reason why I decided to go through and do this Keith's Corner, because so I kind of went, somewhat viral with that Fred's Fish video that I did, and I don't want to be known as the Fred's Fish guy, so I got to strike while the iron's hot and do something else instead of just the Fred's Fish video. If y'all haven't seen that video, please go like it, share it, whatever, do whatever. I think it's funny. It was something that I had no intention of going viral over, or viral whatever. I don't even know if I am viral to say. Like, it's pretty popular. It's out there now, but man, you see the true intentions though. I've seen a lot of people. First of all, the boppers is out. I see a lot. I've got a lot of. My inbox is full for friends. Now, maybe not so much full, but I've gotten so many friend requests and stuff like that. It's cool. Appreciate the love. But hopefully, this could be a good springboard for me into, doing Keith's Corner. That's one of the reasons that pushed me into doing it and stuff like that. So, from Mexico, what up, homie? Damn, got people all the way from Mexico. John Luna. But anyway, so yeah, let's talk about this Corona. Like, I saw a guy talking about how he was mad that he had to stay home, that he had to socially distance. He was saying, why can't I go out to this park and just basically live off the land? But he was like, oh, I want to do that. It'd be so much easier. I wouldn't have to worry about the stores and lines and all that. But I can't do it because the government shut down the park. And it's like, it just seems like, that's that ignorant attitude that people got. Like, look, just stay your ass at home. Like, you want to be that exception to the rule. And if you're the exception to the rule, then where does it stop? Like, one person wants to be the exception to go out and whatever, just stay at home. Like, the park will be there when if you want to go live off the land, you should have been did that shit. You could have did that a long time ago. But now your ass wants to because somebody's telling you what to do. Like, people are just mad because they're realizing they're not in control of their lives like they think they are. You know what I mean? Like, but just do what you got to do. Let's get this over with. And to be honest, I'm taking advantage of this time. Knocking out stuff around the house that I want to do, spending time with my kids, doing this. Normally on a day-to-day basis, I don't have a whole hell of a lot of time to do this. So, a lot of other stuff that I like to do, like binge watching movies. What movies are y'all watching? Well, not just movies, but shows. Like, my show I can watch all the time, Breaking Bad. I could watch that all the time. And that's probably what I'm going to wind up starting to do. I've already watched that whole entire series like 5 times. Probably going to start it again here very soon. But what are y'all watching? I just heard, and like, big shout out to all the companies too that have been handling this like so well, that have put their business aside to handle things in a way. Like Disney Plus, go ahead and releasing Frozen 2 early. I'm pretty sure that hurt their pockets. I mean, it's Disney. It probably didn't hurt their pockets too much, but yeah, it did, somewhat. They probably, not enough for them to feel it, but it still hurt them pockets. I think that was a major move. Hell, they just released, from what I was told, they released Onward onto the Disney Plus app, and that's huge because that's still in the movie theater. So like, HEB employees working hard, and they got that $2 increase. That's a huge thing too. So I think the way that local businesses and stuff like that is handling things is pretty good. But I'm curious to know, like other than Breaking Bad, I could watch that all the time. I don't want to just watch that 24/7. What are you guys watching? What are you guys watching that I should get into? Because I have no, like I said, on a day-to-day basis, I haven't even really been able to jump on my PlayStation. Like, I'm still going to work, but I have a feeling we should be getting some time off soon. Don't quote me on that, my fellow service members. Don't quote me on that. At least I may be one of those lucky few that get it, but if we do, I do plan on, I just want to be a bum and lay around and watch TV shows and watch movies and spend time with my kids. So I don't know what, what are you guys watching? I will watch my Breaking Bad. There's a lot of other shows that I've watched that I've already like went through. I'm done with, let's see, what else? I was watching Empire. I'm already all caught up on Empire. Maybe that's something that other TV like networks could do. They could just go ahead and just release all their shows for the season just so we can not be bored. I mean, they'd have to ramp up as soon as they're done to push out new content. But hey, maybe that's just a suggestion of something that they could do, you know? Make sure y'all drinking water. But movies wise, so I finally saw years later, it took all this to happen. I did see that movie Contagion. Whoa. Did they call this shit or what? What up, cuz? What's up, Derek? They called that shit like years ago. Like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but that shit was spot on. But when you stop to really think about it, like you can take coronavirus, bird flu, mad cow disease, camel toe, whatever. You can interchange that, and it would all be the same. So I don't think people should take that movie like, oh my God, they called it years ago and trying to make it into conspiracy. Look, I love a good conspiracy theory, but I don't think that was something that was like too, it wasn't like The Simpsons. And even then, people are saying about The Simpsons too. People just got to be on the lookout for fakes. The Simpsons did have an episode that was kind of similar to this, but you know, it wasn't, if you look at the picture that they show, it says coronavirus on there. That is not what they called it in the show. It was not actually called coronavirus in the show. So just don't let social media fool y'all. But that movie Contagion was pretty good. I thought that was yeah, they do. Simpsons do call the conspiracies all the time. They've called a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of people that make fake stuff out of the Simpsons and stuff like that. And so there's this I don't want to advertise for them yet because I haven't gotten it yet, but there's this website that you can turn yourself into a Simpsons painting. Like so I actually got one of me and Annalie. We're basically like, we're gonna be Simpsons characters sitting in the Simpsons living room, and it's a painting that I got or whatever. They charge like I don't know, they charge like maybe $50 a head or whatever. But all I'm trying to say is like, there is people that can do these drawings and like make it seem like, you know, because there's some people that don't even watch The Simpsons. They never watched it. And you push, you know, you could push any like still pictures to them and they're gonna believe it. But I haven't even gotten my painting yet, so that's why I don't want to advertise for them people yet. But I did read the reviews on them. Oh fuck it, I'll just tell you. It's a website called Turned Yellow. Turned Yellow. You go on there and you can have basically your whole, like, whatever picture you want turned into a Simpsons quality portrait or a Simpsons style picture or whatever. It's some good shit. I haven't gotten mine yet, but I haven't seen one bad review about them either. From what I heard, it's a good company. So I don't know. I know I'm gonna hang mine if it's good and everything, which I think it will be. I'm gonna hang mine proudly in the living room because I am a huge Simpsons fan. But I think people do go take the whole Simpsons conspiracy theory. They take that shit and they run too far with it. They were spot on a couple times, but yeah, this may be one of the times where they were too, but I don't think that they don't get it right every single time. They don't get it right every single time, and people just kind of use it, and it kind of causes that mass fear or whatever. That's what I said, like, we got to be more responsible with this stuff, because now, especially because our kids are on social media, you know what I'm talking about? Like, our kids are on social media, they see this stuff, and they see it now, and especially now because they're home from school. They're home from school, so they're seeing this stuff, and it's just going like it just creates mass hysteria. So we're quick to punish the media for stuff like that, but us as adults and as parents, we got to watch what we post, and be a little bit more responsible about what we're putting out there. But I do love The Simpsons. Shit, I think Family Guy has even oh, that's a movie I haven't seen in a while. Family Guy, the Family Guy movie. Yeah, I should watch that. But Family Guy's my shit. Family Guy, I hate to say it, like, I mean, that's a poll I should create. Simpsons versus Family Guy. I ask people that all the time. Simpsons versus Family Guy. I think I'm gonna always roll with the Simpsons just because it's like they're the legends in the game. Without them, Family Guy wouldn't exist. But these days, I'm gonna have to roll with Family Guy. I think I'd rather watch Family Guy. Family Guy's a little bit more, more, I guess, edgier. I just find it funnier. I find it funnier, and Bob's Burgers, tiny good one. I do like Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers is funny. I'm still roll. If we're talking animated shows right now, I really can't put nothing on top of Family Guy. I'm gonna roll with Family Guy on animated shows. Although Rick and Morty has, they're coming up there too. Rick and Morty, I think they just need a little bit more longevity. So I can't even. They're creeping up in the conversation. They just need a little bit more longevity in their game. But I mean, we all kind of need, especially guys, or I mean, even girls, whoever. We all need some stuff to get into watch, because without sports, oh my god, like I don't even have. There's not even I use Bleacher Report, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you into sports, like all probably use Bleacher Report, and now my Bleacher Report don't even serve any purpose anymore, for real. I can't wait to get back. I mean, I miss my Spurs, even though we were fucking up before. I mean, that's a whole other subject for a whole nother episode. But yeah, Spurs, Cowboys. Don't even ask. I'm not even for sure which way these Cowboys are going right now. That's a whole other. I got a lot of hot takes that I've done in the past with my Keys Corner. Where I go in about the Spurs, I go in about the Cowboys. I'm a diehard Spurs and I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but there's probably nobody that's harder on my teams than what I am. Shit, I would just go ahead and talk about it right now. Popovich, this is gonna be one of my hot takes, but and to be honest, I don't think I'm even in the minority with this take. But Popovich, he's got to go. He's got to go. His rotations are garbage. Like, we could have won so many games this year if our rotations would have been better. And it all starts with the coach. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, I can't put it all on Pop. A lot of like, we've been playing real. To use one of his words, lethargic the entire year. And to be honest, but man, I just can't wait. Like, if we're talking just Spurs right now, I want to see Marco Bellinelli go like yesterday. But I mean, I can't talk down too much about Pop. I mean, Pop is Pop's 5 championships, you know, everything. He's a legend in the game. I can't talk. I love Pop to death, but to be honest, I want Becky Hammond to take over. Y'all let me know who y'all think should take over after. I really, to be quite honest, again, I love Timmy, but I do not want to see Timmy take over. I want to see Becky take over. She's earned it. Oh yeah, for sure. Pop is probably top two all time. I'm a little bit biased, so I am gonna put him number 1, but it's crazy because you don't really think that a coach can lose can lose their stuff. But it's quite clearly that he has. I think when people think about being washed up or over the hill, maybe not so much over the hill, but being washed up, you think as more so as an athlete being washed up. And but nah, it's quite clear to me that like coaches can be washed up too. And I just think he's lost the passion, and he's very hard-headed. Like I said, I feel like sometimes I could see Becky on the sidelines trying to give him advice on what to do and trying to be the voice of reason, and he kind of always goes the only way, because it don't take a great basketball mind to see that Marco Bellinelli should not be playing. I don't want to turn this into a whole Spurs thing, but man, I can't help it because it has been a while, and this has something that I've been wanting to speak off. Like, I wish I could have been going to games and holding up signs saying, bench Bellinelli, because like if he's not listening to his coaching staff, because I know the coaching staff ain't pushing for him to be playing, maybe he'll start listening to the fans. But yeah, Becky absolutely won that championship in the summer league, and I think she's got the respect. She's got a great basketball mind, and she's got the respect of the players in the locker room, and that's the thing that not that Pop doesn't, but Hilbert, not that Pop doesn't have the respect. Of course, Pop's got the respect, but I just don't think he knows how to level with the players anymore. And it's a different era than what than when Timmy and Tony and Manu. It's different times, and I think the ways that he had of coaching back then just isn't relating to the kids that we got now. I could say kids because I'm older than most of the players that we got. But we got a good young core, man. I just think Johnny, what up? And we got a good young core. Like I said, I think we just gotta like I said, I think it starts at the top. Coaching issues. Cowboys. Mike McCarthy taking over. I'm digging that. Wouldn't have been my first choice, but I ain't mad at it. I'm kind of glad Amari Cooper is back. I like that, but for $100 million, I don't like that. Shit, for $80 million, I don't like that. I think for Amari, I would have been capped off at about. Catch me on a good day, I'd have been capped off at 75 for him on a good day. Otherwise, I don't think I would have pushed past 70 for Amari Cooper. But it is what it is. I'm not 100% sure about Dak, and it seems like the coaching staff ain't either. So I don't mind them kind of dragging their feet on paying him. I do kind of want to see how he does this season before I commit any like big investment into him. But he's a good guy. I hope one way or another he gets paid. He does deserve to get paid. I just don't know if he is capable of being that guy for us. So, but I think this season will be very telling. Not really sure what we're doing with the rest of the team. I mean, we got to improve our defense first of all, and we're just not really doing that, I feel, yet. But we'll see what they do in the draft. If and when there is a draft, who knows what's going on with all this stuff? But like, this is kind of therapeutic for me because I need my sports. So actually, kind of getting out here and talking about it, that it does feel good. I know I can't be the only guy feeling this way. I miss my sports and everything like that, which is why everybody needs to stay their asses inside so we could pick these games back up. If Brady was a Cowboy, I can't imagine it, but I'm glad that I'm glad that I can only imagine it, because knowing Jerry would have overpaid his ass. Would I take Brady as a Cowboy all fucking day? Yes. But I wouldn't want to invest too much in him. I think what the Bucks got him for is probably a little bit more than what I would have wanted to. So yeah, I think I would have given Brady about 2 years, but I would have. I think he got 50 mil, 2 years, 50 mil. I mean, he is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. So maybe, man, yeah, I think I would have. But knowing Jerry would have fucking gave him fucking a hand job plus 4 years, 500 million. Like I'm not willing to go Brady, get Brady for all that. But yeah, I can only imagine what Brady could turn us into. But shit, then at the end of the day, none of us really know. Let's see what I'm interested to see what Brady could do without Belichick. Let's see what he does without Belichick before we start thinking these grand things about him. Although him having Mike Evans and Godwin up the lines on him, I mean, I think he's gonna have it easy. The Cowboys probably, I hate to say it. I mean, yeah, we probably would still choke. Even with Brady, we would probably find some way to fuck it up. But no, I mean, I'm not going to say we have a good chance this year because honestly, I mean, it's a new regime. But I think everybody's just kind of like, if you're a Cowboys fan, you're just kind of looking onto brighter things. I mean, we can only go up from here. We got rid of Jason Garrett. We can only go up from here. So I think that's the way every Cowboys fan is kind of looking at it is we can only go up from here. Jason Garrett's gone. He was the big cancer at times this year between the Cowboys and the Spurs. It was like you could almost say the same thing. Our coach got to go, and you got to play our young guys, and that's the same thing. Like Jason Garrett and Pop, both of them got to go. But by no means should Pop's name ever get put next to Jason Garrett. Pop is a GOAT, and Jason Garrett is a joke. Absolutely, that's kind of what I just said, Derek. So yeah, Pop is a GOAT. Garrett is a joke, but actually no. Yeah, Bill Belichick and I don't know because I think Pop and Belichick are yeah kind of synonymous with each other. But we'll see. I mean, just the way that Brady's got to prove himself, Belichick has to prove himself this year. So it's going to be kind of interesting. But, I mean, I think the Patriots are going to be garbage. They should be garbage this year. Without Brady, yeah, I think they're done. They'll probably be right back in the lottery this next season, whenever that is. But like I said, I think so. Now I think the Buccaneers will do better than the Patriots. And then, of course, the narrative will be, I mean, the narrative has always been that Brady's the GOAT. So I don't think Brady's going to, Brady's not going to fall off of his status, but Bill Belichick might. Bill Belichick might fall off of his status as one of the GOAT coaches just because, and it's not even on him. I just don't see the Patriots. They're not going to have enough talent around to be successful. And it's not even going to be on Belichick. So, but everybody will be quick to blame him and say that he's not the GOAT. But if he's not the GOAT, then who is? And in football, basketball players are divas and the coaches are a scapegoat in the NBA. I agree. I think that's one of the things that I don't like about the NBA nowadays is that the attitude. But to be honest, it's just it's a change of the time. It's a change of the times, and that's just the mentality of younger people nowadays. That so it's not even just the players. It's society in general. The youth of today kind of got that, and not everybody. So anybody who's young out there watching. Not everybody's like that, but that is the general mind that today's youth have is that kind of diva, like give me. But that's why I said like Coach Pop has to come at these players differently than the way that he has been doing it because they don't gravitate towards that. And so I think he's kind of lost his hold on the players because he refuses to change. And like he's not I mean, obviously he's one of the greatest coaches, so I wouldn't say he needs to change, because I mean, does anybody have the right to tell a goat that they need to change? Is anybody going to tell LeBron you need to change? No. In those situations, as a player, you change. I always got this saying that I tell my soldiers is, you adjust to leadership. Leadership doesn't adjust to you. However, if you are a good leader, though, you take all things into consideration, and you are more willing and susceptible to maybe not changing, but altering how you do things for the greater good. You know what I mean? If things certainly are going, I know that's how I kind of run it anytime I'm in a leadership position. I think everybody else should. But as the leader, as the head coach, you reserve that right to not change. And I know at being drafted, some of these players being drafted, they don't have a choice of where they go. You made that choice. But other players, though, that, they decide to sign with the Spurs and they decide not to, that they don't really like the way that Pop, that they don't really like the way that Pop coaches. Well, you knew ahead of time. You knew ahead of time before you came here that's how he got down. So you shouldn't have, Corona. You should have, you should have known that. You should have never been signed here. But he has to adapt with the times. Absolutely. Like I said, he has to adapt with the times. But like I said, leadership does not adjust to you. You adjust to leadership. It's just kind of unfortunate. That's just the way of the world. Just like with you could have not been a fan of Trump, but he's our president, so you ain't got no choice but to kind of adjust, at least for the rest of the year now. But when let's say if he gets reelected, you're gonna have to deal with it one way or another for the next 4 years. Why? Because you adjust to leadership. Leadership don't adjust to you. But if you are a good leader, you do know how to alter things. And yeah, that is where Pop definitely struggles. So weird that we're comparing Pop and Trump. But I know Pop will probably be killing me, yelling at me right now. But actually, so speaking of the Spurs, last Friday when I was back home in San Antonio, we went to Harburger Park, and Bryn Forbes was out there. So that was cool. I wish we could have gotten him on the court, but it was just cool seeing him out there, and you could tell like he was like pretty sad that he couldn't get on the court with us. I guess they're not allowed to run open games right now, I guess, because of everything. Makes sense, I guess. Even if they want, though, I think it's part of their contract that they just can't run with anybody at a park. Probably good. Probably would have been for the best, because I probably would have broke his ankles. But because we know he don't play no damn D. That's somebody else. Like, I know he's a San Antonio favorite or whatever, but Bryn Forbes has got to go. That man doesn't play a lick of D. But yeah, so when we saw him there, we tried to get him on the court, and he was just like, "Nah, man, thanks. I appreciate it. I can't." Something like that. I don't know. He said something like that. But yeah, I think it was something like he can't. Well, I guess the players they can go out in public, but they can't go and like actively be involved with the public or something like that. I don't know. But this Corona shit's got us all acting weird. But hey, Derek, I think you might have missed it, but you were the 10th commenter, so you win this roll of toilet paper. That's for you, bud. I'll see you I'll give it to you whenever I see you, and you can hold me to that. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in. This is my first one. Oh, so I got a lot of people, like I was saying earlier, I had a lot of people that hit me up when I said I was going to do this and said that they wanted to be a part of it and that they want to jump on. I'm cool. I'm open to working with anybody. I know my man Tim Willis. If you don't know him, look him up. He's on my friends list. Tim Willis. He said he's planning on doing something. He's a funny dude. Me and him used to work together back in the day, and we used to have like roast sessions all the time. Roast sessions all the time in the office or whatever. Funny stuff, man. I know he's gonna do good. And and put that in. So yeah, I was trying to say I'm trying not to be known as the fresh fish guy. With the hundreds, yeah, that was a whole 10 stacks right there. I'm gonna do so yeah, I'm gonna put this on YouTube, Ty. I really need to get up on my social media game. Like I'm cool, like I'm sociable as fucking person, but when it comes to this social media shit, I really don't fuck with it too much. But if I'm gonna keep doing this Keith's Corner thing, I'm gonna keep I mean, it all depends on the response, you know what I mean? I'm probably, I have an Instagram, but I don't ever get on it. I don't ever do nothing with it. So I might do something on there, and I'll link this to YouTube. But yeah, I kind of want to open it up like to anybody else. So one of the things, I think there's even a way, like if somebody wanted to join this live, they could come up on the live and join with me. Like I kind of want to open it up to other people, like let them jump on and say their piece or whatever, and then they can split, you know what I mean? Like just make it more sociable. We ain't got nothing else to do with our quarantine asses. So at least for the time being, let whoever wants to jump on just message me and say like, yo, let me jump on. And I'll segue it to where I'm the segue king. So I'll segue it to where I can add you in. Yeah, but then my boy Gabe Cordova, XL. If you don't know him, look him up. He's on my Facebook. He's planning on doing his own, and I know that's gonna be explicit. So look out for that. I'm pretty sure he's got some wild topics and stuff that he's gonna talk about. And then also a big shout out to my man Dan Martinez. Go check him out. He's got a good podcast, especially if you're a wrestling fan. It's called Let the Mic Drop. He helped me out with a lot of stuff before. So y'all go like his page or whatever. I'll probably yeah, I think you could go live with me. Oh man, that'd be crazy. Me and you on there. I know me and you had some drunken nights where the world probably needed to see. But yeah, so like I mean anybody who's willing to jump on, and I mean we may have to social distance, but we can be social from a distance, if that makes sense. So I mean, I'm willing to work with anybody. If anybody wants to jump on, like I said, inbox me, let me know. Go look up them people for theirs. And that's about it. I appreciate everybody coming out. And we'll see you on episode 2. Don't ask me when, but I think I'm gonna try to use that other app I was talking about. I'm gonna try to use that other app that I was talking about, because I'll be able to put graphics and stuff, and make it look all professional and stuff like that right now. I'll post whenever I'm gonna do episode 2. But for everybody else, I appreciate y'all coming out and commenting, and holla at your boy.